Limit Break Radio on Skype, 810-515-8715, limitbreakradio.com/Discord. Let's go to our phone lines and talk to Satori. What's going on, Satori? Oh, as we get a
leaving the boot
donation.
It's
hey, how's it going,
nonstop.
guys?
Choo-choo.
Thank you, Silent Talk. Wow. All right. Satori, thanks for joining us.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
About my boobs?
If Juxta got into an accident and his face got destroyed, does he still have his face?
No, it's an improvement at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't think so.
Your opinion doesn't matter here.
Yeah.
Because your face. Anyway.
Got destroyed. I would be very upset.
Yeah, you would be.
So,
take a guess. Has anyone done Savage here?
No.
What do you think, Satori? No, Satori.
Wait,
what do you think?
First time listener Satori, no, we actually don't do Savage here. The one person who would, Nika, is busy having a baby.
Hang on.
Good to know that bit hasn't gone anywhere.
Satori, you're part of our link shell. You're on our server.
Patreon, I think.
Why would you ask that fucking question? Like, you know for a fact that we're not.
It's been a while. It's been a while since it's been stated. I just want to make sure I'm up to date. I don't call in as much as often.
Yes,
and we thank you for that.
You're up to date.
You're right, Satori. It's time for a personal update segment.
we still don't do that, Escalia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
All right. So anyway,
another Final Fantasy fan league.
What? Say that again.
You need another Final Fantasy fan league.
Another FFFL?
I don't
know.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
Don't think that's gonna.
I like those.
Yeah, I like those too. That was a great bit. It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I'm not here on Sundays.
And we kind of have to channel a lot of that work into Checkpoint. So.
Yeah. Oh my God. Literally, that was Tuesday nights. Was putting that thing together every week.
Yeah. I mean, it was. I mean, we were posting it to the site and all that. Yeah. I don't think that's going to be returning anytime soon. Anyway, Satori, what do you want to talk about?
I just want to state that 05 Savage Doom Train is a bunch of garbage. I hope they never do that fight again in any form.
Like, it's hard?
It's stupid. I wouldn't say it's hard. It's just stupid.
Were you able to complete it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It took longer to clear that for re-clears than it takes for 06 and 07 combined.
Well, and I mean, I'm looking in the chat, people saying, oh my God, this whole tier is boring. Even Strife quit the game, apparently, or quit the group. So
I noticed on the high end, like the first week clears, it's boring, but I think that's more of a effect of the mechanic. There's no really new mechanics happening.
I mean, that's fair. This is, but this is the exact same reason that I fell out of trying to do Savage rating or Extreme rating, because I just beyond the rewards not really making sense or being any more long term than anything else, it does seem like those fights are stale and repetitive, especially if that's really the only thing that you look forward to about the game. You've only got four fights to look forward to, maybe 5 if you include...
Progressing in them doesn't feel stale. It's just the community at large sucks at this fucking game. They completely fucking blow, and every time I have to queue a duty finder... Or if I'm doing a party finder for Bianco Extreme, or I'm in a fucking Extreme Roulette, I am usually fucking seething because of something someone is doing. Whether it's a Dragoon in fucking island level 350 gear, eating shit every fucking AoE and pulling 2,000 DPS while I'm here fucking doing my shit, hitting 5,000.
Listen, I did one run of raiding in the last expansion, and when Stormblood came out, I did not feel any desire or need to do raiding again.
Yeah.
Like, it was enough of a waste of my time. Like, I'm glad I did it. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad I experienced it, but would I want to do more of it? No.
Well, and I don't know. I don't know if this gives me an opportunity to talk about the bit of the Twitter back and forth that I had over the course of last week. But I've actually I'm actually a little bit excited about Eureka, and it's inspired me to log in a little bit more. I mean, I'm not like just like spending huge tracts of time in the game, but I do try to at least, do an EX roulette, do the weekly stuff, this,
Your
the
basics.
the Sigmascape regular, and the thing is that really doing that much content and expecting to only do that much content, it's not that bad as a player. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I'm having to push myself. Like, but the thing is I queued for a Duty Finder regular Sigmascape. I don't even remember which one it was. And of course, some tryhard in there is parsing it and decides to take to Twitter with the parse and call me out. They
called out a Nero Gagori.
Yeah.
Man, I'm sorry.
Did they know who you were?
What numbers did they pull?
I mean, first of all,
something garbage. It was a regular dungeon.
Night. Yeah, it was a regular raid encounter. So,
normal mode.
Yeah, normal mode.
Yeah,
it was a normal rando, rando duty finder, and I want to say it was like probably in the 1900 range. I wasn't trying real hard. I was probably
That's not bad.
It's not as a tank. It's not fucking terrible, especially with the amount of time that I've been logging into Stormblood,
but the point
and doing
is,
kind of the bare minimum. The thing is that there were no deaths, there were no wipes. We didn't struggle. It was fine. He just took to.
You didn't spend 14 minutes in 06 normal.
Wait, say that again.
You didn't spend 14 minutes.
No.
In 06.
It was fine.
What?
The run was fine. No one complained outside of this guy who decided to check me before the fight even started and give me advice on what materia I should be melding, and then went to Twitter to call me out on my 1900 parse as a fucking OT Dark Knight.
Well,
who gives a fuck?
How much you like to rant and rave on the show that your DPS is so good. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
And how I'm such an expert.
That's right. You don't give a shit.
No.
Uh-oh.
Did this guy post to the Twitter because it was a Nero Gagori?
Probably.
Or was it just a random guy who didn't even know you?
Well, it sounded like he had minimal context for the show, but had some context for the fact that I was a personality.
Right. Okay.
He has his own show, so he should know what the fuck he's doing.
What?
Wow.
I mean,
That's what I think.
Other shows?
That's what I think. Yeah, Mr. Happy. And guess what? He raids, doesn't he? And Joe
does he?
Does stuff.
yeah, Joe still does stuff.
Yeah.
I saw him logged in.
But does a Nero? No, you should be ashamed. Hold yourself to a higher standard.
I guess so.
Community leader.
I guess so. I mean, I don't have. I guess I don't have a right to have an opinion, and nor do I have a right to express that opinion.
Well, no.
Of course not.
You haven't met the minimum DPS requirements for that.
Of course not.
It's 2000. You were close,
That's
to be
right.
fair.
Yeah.
But, I mean, back to your original point. You've been playing a little bit of the game. And, yeah,
Dude, I've been doing the bare fucking minimum. Not even that. Less than the bare minimum. I'd have 3 or 4 weeks where I wouldn't even log in.
Let me ask you this. When you play that little,
Yeah.
is the time that you log in, do you enjoy it?
Kind of.
Yeah. Isn't this game a lot more bearable when you only play a little bit of it?
Yeah, more than when I was logging in every day and trying to find shit to do every day and stream shit every day. I was struggling.
When you were trying to make your $14.99 or $12.99 actually be worth it.
Yeah, feel like I was getting something out of it. Yeah.
Imagine if this was just free to play. It'd be so much better.
But I mean, to Satori's point of having shit players that you have to deal with, in random parties, that's the point that this asshat on Twitter tried to make. Is like he was like, oh, you're actively being bad. I checked your gear. Your DPS should be better than this. Who cares? It's a normal fucking raid.
Normies.
Well, I mean, I care when like the highest DPS is a red mage spawn 2,500 damage. One tank died 8 times, pulled 933.
If you're queuing for Savage, it makes sense.
Well,
it makes sense that you would care like that.
I'll actually meet you two in the middle, because if someone is being a bad, that is a detriment to the run. So, for example, when Guardian's doing, Daddy Luma, where it knocks you into the edge and you get that horrible dot.
Yeah.
If that's you every time, fucking don't get hit into the edge. But if you have a flawless run,
or if the tank is positioning in Guardian in the center,
right? But
I'm going to yell at you.
If you're a Nero and you're downing them with no deaths, what the fuck is the problem?
Yeah, and that's really, You know, that was sort of the thing that surprised me about it, is I was like, well, we didn't even struggle. We didn't even, if it was a struggle party, fine. I would have been fronts up ready to go on Twitter and talk shit. But I was like, dude, it wasn't even a disaster party. Did it take maybe longer than it should have? Probably.
Sure.
By
possibly.
3 minutes.
But you didn't wipe. You didn't have to start over.
Exactly. That's my fucking point. So it's like, you know, I understand, you know, people complaining about, you know, people not pulling their weight or whatever, but it's just like, you know, there's going to be a range of experience levels coming into your rando duty finders. You know, Savage should come with an increased level of expectation. I do agree with that, but even, you know, normal, just fucking this notion that you're going to get called out for your parsing is fucking dumb.
If the run is clearing, there's no need for anything like that. Sure, if you guys are wiping normal content in this game, yeah, someone's doing something wrong. The normal content in this game, the average person should be able to do. So if you guys, so I get it. Like when someone gets pissed at, like, oh my god, we just wiped on a normal mode of this dungeon, we're still wiping. Like, yeah, that's insane. Yeah. But yeah, in Savage, no. Up your game. If you're going to do Savage
even
rating,
in Duty Finder, but that's the thing. You'll never find me in there. You'll never find me even attempting it, because I just don't care. And you know, to my point, Square Enix doesn't care that I don't care. They're completely comfortable with the fact that I don't feel inspired or challenged or even the necessity to step into that kind of shit, because it exists unto itself. It doesn't feed into anything. With most MMOs, you know, like the rewards from one system sort of necessitate or facilitate the participation in another. So it makes sense that, you know, when you want to be able to do the latest stuff, if you didn't do the stuff before it, you know, you're gonna be at a bit of a handicap. It just when it's 4 fucking encounters, and there are encounters that you can do anyway that in a non-challenging, it's just the all incentive has been removed for me to even give half of a shit.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the 3 minutes of time that I'm gonna lose because I'm not going full force.
Right.
Like when I was playing Dragoon, I had the Savage rotation and the other shit rotation. You know, sure, if I need to go max DPS or we're not going to be able to clear, I do the full work. But otherwise, no, I've got my lazy ass rotation, which is just for doing dungeons.
Which, yeah,
AKA,
which is,
oh shit, Huton fell off.
Which is mostly the mode that I'm in if I'm playing these days. There's nothing that I want to do. I mean, you know, depending on what kind of challenge Eureka presents, like I could see myself getting into doing Eureka, but it exists unto itself over to the side, and so I feel like its rewards are really only going to be self-serving as well.
Eureka's not going to be a challenge, though. The biggest challenge is not being in the wrong element and getting your ass completely destroyed by a 50k single target damage.
I mean, probably. I don't know. We haven't even gotten our hands on it.
I would hope there's something to it.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be just too easy. Like, I mean, like, I get it. Like, you know, Palace of the Dead's not particularly difficult.
Right.
I mean,
you have to be awake and you have to try.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be awake and you have to pay attention. And frankly, that's more than most of the normal content in this game.
Well, and the thing is I don't know that I would want NMs to have like the no margin of error that Savage encounters have. I don't think that that's even that necessary, because, you know, what you're talking about is you're talking about the scalability of fights. And if you have 144 people in a zone that can all, participate in a given encounter, then you've got to be able to have mechanics that are tuned to that. So that's, I think, something that interests me a little bit more. And the question is whether or not Square Enix has a long-term plan for it.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Satori, any final thoughts on Eureka before we let you go?
Prepare to be disappointed.
Oh,
yeah.
we're all set.
Cautiously optimistic is the best we have in this room. So, yeah, we're all prepared to be disappointed. Don't you worry.
Yep. Thanks for the call, Satori. We want to hear from you. Limit Break Radio on Skype, 810-515-8715, limitbreakradio.com/Discord. And, you know, I was able to get into Diadem when it first came out because it was something different. It was a different way to be able to play the game. Yeah. And I think at least in